It was 3 a.m., and I was 2 seconds away from throwing my laptop at Leo's head. "We've been arguing about this for 4 hours, I whispered, aggressively whispering because yes, we were still in a library. He didn't even look up. Just leaned back like he wasn't slowly ruining my life. "It works," he said calmly. "You're overthinking it. And this is where I lost it. Overthinking. I built this entire model." He finally looked at me, and I swear the way he tilted his head like I was just another problem he'd already solved. Yeah, I wanted to scream, but then he leaned closer. And suddenly, I wasn't looking at the code. I was looking at his lips. "I know, I'm being dramatic. But listen, this didn't start here. It started with one point. 3 weeks ago, I was number 1 in my department. 3 years straight. Perfect GPA. My life? Coffee, deadlines, and pretending I don't have a personality outside of spreadsheets. Then Leo transferred in. And within a week, everyone was obsessed. Effortlessly smart. Annoyingly attractive. The kind of guy who shows up late in an oversized hoodie and still gets the highest score. Including on the hardest exam of the year. I got a 98. He got a 99. By 1 point. Spoiler alert. I did not take that well. So when our professor announced the final project, the one that basically decides our future, and said, "You'll be working in pairs," I already knew. "And Clara, you're with Leo." Of course I was. We met in the library that night. Rain hitting the windows. Smell of old books and burnt espresso. Half the campus running on Starbucks and bad decisions. Leo showed up late. With coffee. For himself. "Strike one. We need rules," I said immediately. He raised an eyebrow. "We need sleep." "No. Rules." So we made them. Rule number 1. The neutral zone. No talking about grades or internships while eating. Because I refused to cry into my sandwich. He nodded. Fair. Rule number 2. The library partition. He gets the left side. I get the right. No crossing the line. He literally drew a line down the table. I wish I was kidding. Rule number 3. The shut up clause. If one of us gets arrogant, the other picks the 2 a.m. snack. "Dangerous," he said. "Necessary," I replied. And just like that, war started. The first few nights? Chaos. We argued about everything. Code. Data. Even food. At one point, I ordered DoorDash at 2 a.m. It arrived cold. I ate it anyway. This is finals week. We don't have standards. But then, things got weird. Like the night I fell asleep. I didn't mean to, I was studying, and next thing I know I wake up freezing. Except, I wasn't. Because someone had put a jacket over me. Leo's jacket. And he was still there. Working. Quiet. Didn't wake me up. Didn't say anything. Just let me sleep. And I hated how much that affected me. Then there was the tea. I was stressed. Like, about to lose my mind over data stressed. And without saying a word, he just slid a cup toward me. My favorite tea. I never told him that. I didn't even ask. He just noticed. And that's when things started shifting. Then came the shared laptop. Both of ours died because of course they did, and we had to work off one screen. Which meant sitting close. Like really close. Shoulders touching. For hours. And suddenly I noticed everything. The way he thinks out loud. The way he taps his fingers. The fact that he smells like coffee and rain. Which is unfair, by the way. I'm supposed to hate him. Not notice him. Everything fell apart on a Thursday. I got the email at 11:42 p.m. My dream internship. The one I've been working toward for years. Rejected. I just stared at the screen. Then closed my laptop. Hard. Leo looked up. What happened? Nothing. Which obviously meant everything. Then I completely messed up our mock presentation. Forgot my lines. Lost my place. Clara, the perfect student, completely crashed. I can't do this, I said. You take over. You're serious? He asked. Yes. You're better anyway. Silence. Then. That's not true. I froze. I didn't beat you because I'm better, he said. It was 1 point. And you work 10 times harder than I ever have. I didn't know what to say. I admire you, he added, quieter now. You make effort look stronger than talent. Yeah, that hit harder than the rejection. And instead of letting me walk away, he sat down, opened the laptop, and said, "We're fixing this." We stayed up all night, rebuilding everything. 3 a.m. I was still messing up. At 4 a.m. I got better. At 5 a.m. we were laughing over absolutely nothing, completely exhausted, completely unfiltered. And somewhere in that mess, we stopped being rivals. We submitted the project at 8:57 a.m., 3 minutes before the deadline. Of course, I was half asleep, barely functioning. Leo handed me a coffee. "For me this time." "Truce?" he asked. I looked at him, not as the guy who beat me, not as my competition, but as the person who stayed, who didn't let me fall apart alone. "Truce," I said. But here's the thing. The rivalry didn't just end, turned into something else. We still argue, still compete, still pretend that stupid line on the desk matters. But now, at 3 a.m. in a quiet library, with rain hitting the windows and too many empty coffee cups on the table, I don't feel like I'm losing anymore. Even if he beats me by 1 point again. Because this time, yeah, I think I already won.